All right. Welcome everybody. Awaken to Day 27. Living in a tent. I gave away all my possessions 27 days ago. Moved out here into a tent to be homeless by choice in the wild, man. Minimalist tent living, and I demonstrate you could be happy anywhere, man. And it's been a beautiful ride so far, and it's always a journey, right? But it's been a beautiful ride, man. It's the end of the Thanksgiving weekend, so I guess a lot of you guys are going to work tomorrow. So make it your best day ever, man. And the chaos of Black Friday, man. I got to get my stuff, and I want to hear how it was for everybody, because I didn't have to participate in that. I have people I have to buy things for, but yeah, man, it's been a beautiful ride, a beautiful journey. I got some great messages this week. I have to tell you that I got them. You never know who you're going to resonate with and who you're not, but I got a message from somebody, and really it was cool, man. And somebody I haven't talked to in 20 years, and somebody who, took the time to just reach out of the blue, man, and touch me, man, and somebody knew my journey, somebody that knew me like before a lot of my, public arrests and humiliation and substance abuse and just chaos in my life, right? Knew me when I presented this image that I was like, had my shit together, man. Sometimes we got it together, but we can't seem to get it together, man. And I certainly maybe appeared that I had it together, but I still don't know if I have it together, man. Right? But it was really cool. I live every day like a surprise, man. I don't have many expectations in life, so it's everything that comes to me is a surprise. I try to live without expectations and just enjoy the journey and just accept, right? It's acceptance, accept whatever comes, and accept things as is and as they are, and just enjoy the shit out of them, man, if I can, right? It's like it's always a surprise, and even mundane things are a surprise today, because like as people, right? I try to look at people like this, man. We're always evolving, right? I am not the same person when I am done with this video than the person who started it, right? So it's like we're taking in information from all around us, and our bodies are changing, and our minds are changing, and things are changing. So I try to meet people like it's the first time I ever met them, because I've never met that version, right? So even if I go to somebody who I've known my entire life tomorrow, it's like I'm meeting a brand new person. Because they've had new experiences and I've had new experiences. I'm not the same person, so neither are they. We're constantly evolving, constantly changing, and it's just a beautiful way to kind of look at people, right? And look at things in life. It's constant change, and they say people hate change. I thrive on the change, man. The hardest things in life to do are the mundane, day-to-day, same old routine stuff. Like, I want to change, man. Shock me, surprise me, man. Even if it's a so-called bad surprise, man, like it's I don't try to run from anything anymore. And like my entire life, I was trying to have a different experience than the one I'm having, right? It was like, if I could just get on that grass over there, then my life would be cool. If I had that new job, if I made this kind of money, if I met this girl, right? If these people accepted me and appreciated me, and it was like constantly striving to get that cookie, man. If I just get that cookie, the last cookie, I'll be okay. And then I get that cookie, and I'm like, well, that wasn't as good as I thought it was, man. What about that cookie over there, man? And it was this mad dash to arrive, right? But I'm just on a hamster wheel, man, spinning, going nowhere. And I think so. Somebody else messaged me, and they're like, I don't want to interfere on your personal journey out there in the tent. And I'm like, I'm not on a personal journey, right? I'm not trying to discover anything. I'm not trying to achieve anything. I'm not trying to attain anything. I already got my cookie, man. I got my cookie, right? I am under no illusion that I'm gonna learn something about myself out here, but there is no expectation. That is not the purpose of me being out here. It's not some vision quest, man. It's not like I gotta find myself, man. You know, it's none of that, man. It is. I know how that it can appear to people, but I promise you, it is none of that. It is to demonstrate to you, to others, that you can have this too, right? That you can be out here absolutely by yourself and still smile, and there's nobody around, man. There's some crickets out there, you know, and but I'm all right, man. Like I've quieted that noise, and then I found my cookie within, man. I don't search externally for that anymore. I am human, man. I still love people, right? I love like relationships. I'm not trying to run from anything in my life anymore. I accept everything as it comes and as it is, man. And I try to appreciate it as they are, right? And I'm not trying to alter or change anything, man. I wake up every day. It's a new experience, and that's all this is out here. It's a new experience. It's just doesn't matter where I go to bed. You know, I call this my house now. I'm like, I'm gonna go home. And it's like, it's already become a label, man. It's already become like this, and I think it's super cool, man. That I come out here tomorrow and this thing could be tore down, right? And I could be like, okay, where am I gonna sleep tonight, man? And it's and I'm under no illusion that I'm absolutely blessed, you know, that I can perceive life that way, and that but you know, we still do laugh at ourselves, right? It's like you know, me trying my entire life to have some experience that I thought would make me happy, right? Like if I only had more money, I would be happy. Then I make more money than I ever made in my life, and I'm like, this is cool, but if I just need 5% more, man, and it's like nothing would ever fulfill me, man. And so I'm not out here seeking or looking for anything, and that's a good topic too, man. Seeking or not seeking, right? Like if I'm seeking anything, then that, you know, underlying that is the premise that I don't have that I need to attain that, right? That goodie, that cookie, that spiritual knowledge, that godly connection, that peace and serenity, that, you know, and I already have it. So I don't have to look outside of myself for it. And guess what? So do you, right? It is like, there is nothing to learn on the spiritual journey. Absolutely zero to learn on the spiritual journey. It is unlearning. It is destroying yourself, right? Or your ego, or these identities, or the things that you think you are, and the things that you've attached to and clung to, right? And you're hanging on to with all your whole life. Like, I'm a man, or I'm American, or I'm a cop, or I'm a lawyer, or I'm a doctor, or I'm a fireman, I'm depressed, I'm strong, you're none of that. It's asking yourself the questions: what am I? Who am I? What am I? Right? Like, and letting go of these things that define you and that keep you imprisoned in this box. And when you could do that, when you could step outside of that box, I'm a conservative, I'm a liberal, I'm an American, I'm a white guy, I'm a black guy, you know, when you can let yourself out of that box, wow, man, the whole world opens up, right? And then usually we're just in another box, right? But it's still a much broader world than that little square box you're in. So I'm not out here trying to figure out what I am or what I'm not, or where I'm going or what I'm going to do next. It's experiencing what is. But it is just being the witness. It is just being touching that. It is just feeling the connection to everything outside of me by looking inside of me, right? Because the same presence that is inside of me is inside of you. The same presence that is inside of me is inside of that tree. It's in the wind, it's in the sun, it's in the stars, it just is. So it's like trying to just be that, man. And anything else is just keeping me from that. It really is that simple, man. Meditation is knowing yourself, right? And it's like, but if you're meditating to try to become more peaceful or to connect with God or your higher self or the universal source, then you've already lost, man. You've already missed the point, right? It is just meditation. The purpose of meditation is just to meditate, man. Just to be completely in the moment, just to be present and to feel that everything and nothing. It is just to know thyself, man. And I can't tell you what that is, and nobody else can either. They may charge you, they may say, pay me, and I'll tell you what that is, or I'll align your chakras, or whatever, and to each your own. There's no judgment towards anybody's particular path. We all have our own path, but I'm not out here trying to discover anything about myself, or about the universe, or about the world, or about God, man. I am out here, I don't know, man, to show others they don't need the things they need, right? I could be happy anywhere. So, day 27 of 60, man. Absolutely blessed. It's been a good ride. It's always the journey, man. It is never, there is no goal in sight. There is no ending in sight for me, right? It's not like I'm going to cross that finish line and then everything's going to be awesome. So even in 60 days, so I say 60 days because I'm just rounding it around. I don't know how many days I'm going to be out here, and I don't know what I'm going to do after that, man. I'm looking at buying some vans, and I'm looking at probably maybe if I go that route and doing a little traveling and maybe branching out. Like, so the whole goal is I want to talk to other people and bring them on camera and bring them on board and have conversations, real life conversations about, you know, awakening, spirituality, about how they've overcome their suffering, and maybe a podcast is in the future, like recording and podcasting at the same time. I don't know, because I don't listen to this voice, I listen to this voice, right? And I just trust that it's all going to work out. I'm not formulating a plan. Hell, I don't even know how to edit videos very good yet. So it's like anything more I pile on top of me is just going with the flow, man. And wherever the universe takes me, it takes me. And I'm glad that you guys are along for this journey. And so whether you're seeking something different or you're not, it's okay. Just know that it is right under the surface. It is right beyond everything that you think you are. Start letting go of that. The definition of surrender is abandoning yourself entirely. I don't even know if you can awaken yourself, right? Awakenings happen to us, and they usually happen at immense suffering, but there are certainly things you could do. And the first one I would do is let go of this construct that you think you are, these labels. Stop using the word I am and putting anything behind it, because that's just another label. I am strong, I am weak, I'm depressed, I am upset, I am a man. You're none of those things. You may be experiencing them, but that's not you. So stop identifying as those things and allow the process to happen, man. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Love you. 27 days. Comment. And if you guys want to know about something, throw that in the comments too, man. Say, I would love for you to talk about this. Or I want to know what you guys want to hear next, man. I just get on here and ramble sometimes. And we can go down a rabbit hole if somebody wants to. Like, I've tried to avoid the rabbit hole so far, but I'm a rabbit hole kind of guy, man. It's asking the questions, and there's no question that's too weird. All right, appreciate you.